The thing about Rumble combos though is they can be a little bit difficult to execute because Rumble will lose the side lane in the mid to late game. So you always got to coordinate like grouping around objectives and then force a fight there with Rumble ulti and then the Alistar and the Sejuani. But if you can do that, it can be super successful. And I really want to see Odoamne and H2K pull that off because we know if they can't find the engages, the very long range poke from Splyce should be annoying for them to deal with.
Well, that is definitely a number of champions that's very annoying to deal with, just from personal experience. I'll tell you what, Deficio, H2K might find that one out the hard way, but we'll see where Jankos can make his presence known early on. If they can coordinate up top to try and get Odoamne snowballing ahead on that Rumble, they might just be able to do it. They've got a lot of tools, a lot of damage, but they had best watch their backs and watch their fronts with all that long-range artillery that the Splyce boys are packing. We'll find out who takes game number 1 as we are getting ready to rock and roll onto Summoner's Rift. It is the regional qualifier. It is the last chance for Worlds. It's a long ladder to climb, but it all starts right now.
The flash will still be on cooldown by then from Febiven's side, and that means Trashy should be able to find an easy gank.
Meanwhile, Jankos, he's finding the gank on the bottom side, trying to Arctic Assault forward, and he lands onto Mickey X. That's going to be first blood. Now Kabi, isolated from the pack, has to walk away. He's heading down to the bottom side. Splyce, you can see how much vision they've invested bottom.
Run, Nuclear, run!
They know no one else is around to save the day, and they throw everything at Nuclear. Down he goes. Kabi takes the kill, and
top lane Pyra.
Yeah, Jankos, he's trying to go forward. Wonder, he gets a hop, he flashes back. His Narbar is nowhere to be found. He was exhausted, and Jankos takes him down. Odoamne tanking through the tower.
Ooh, good, nice cross maps here from both teams.
Not only that, Jankos, he has been on form with his ultimate so far, but they might have overstepped their bounds. 2v3, in comes Nuclear. Teleport on both sides. Jankos might fall before this fight even begins in earnest. Mickey, he's got the quickness. He only lands the charm onto Nuclear. In comes Odoamne, and Jankos gets the final blow onto Mickey X, but a double gnar into the wall. Jankos and Febiven bringing up the rear. Here comes Senkux. Let's see if he gets the disintegration. That's one. Not going to find two. Febiven rooted up here. Gets a knock up, but they have run smack dab out of damage. Kabi and Trashy trying for more here. It's not going to be enough. Flashing forward is Che, looking for Trashy. The damage is still there for Senkux as he gets his cooldowns right back up. Splyce turn around the fight. You can see Splyce are going to try to match this, but they just don't have nearly enough pressure. Instead, they look for mid. Okay, it looks like onto the Cassiopeia, the barrel. Oh, there's no getting out of that one. He flashes, he ults, but they turn right around. Don't even look at him. Although Jankos is coming in around the side. Wonder is locking up Odoamne. And Febiven, he stopped up, dodges out the gnar. And it looks like Senkux comes up with one kill to start this off, but that's all he'll get.
A lot of good trades, just kind of backs that up and fight him in.
But there's Mickey X, there's the combo, and it looks like they have enough damage to nearly clean up Febiven. Down he goes, and Senkux is on a rampage. Teleport was coming in, canceled, and Wonder, he just keeps on walking through. The curtain call is open. Jankos not able to dodge the last step. They turn their attention to Che here. Unbreakable Will is on, but they might have enough damage to keep him down. And that cow goes in one more time before getting turned into a side of beef, but Splyce aren't done. They're still hungry. They still want to find more. And Odoamne gets the Blast Cone Express over the wall. Trashy following through. Blue buffs in the fight as well. And they're still going. They already got their burger. They're looking for a side of bacon. Jankos trying to dash away. Bouncing grenade. Nuclear turns him back around.
When H2K needed to wait for the summoner spells before doing anything.
Looks like it just keeps on coming here. The cow gets popped back into the rest of Splyce. Trashy with the finishing blow. He might give his life for it though. H2K finding some return damage, and Odoamne even coming in. They've lost one Baron buff already. Mickey X going in, going out immediately. Jankos going forward and finds the pick off. And now it's going to be Kabi all by his lonesome. And they're managing to equalize on towers, but maybe they've gone over aggressive again, or have they? Wonder, his Narbar, it's gonna come up, and now they've got time to sandwich the rest of H2K. Down goes Nuclear. However, Wonder's already fallen as well. Curtain calls on. Jankos trying to hold the line. Trashy goes forward. In comes Mickey X for the follow-through. Vel'Koz trying to worm his way into this fight, but they've got Kabi up, and he's gonna get shut down by the snake. Febiven once again pumping out the damage, and Splyce count their losses.
Damn, this game, Pyra, fights going left and right here. Both teams is finding openings against each other. It is still so even in gold. Into that Baron without knowing what's actually happening, and suddenly you get hit by a massive Vel'Koz combo, you're going to die. But it requires Splyce to actually let Wonder push first and let him leave. He's on his way now on the minimap, and they're fighting.
Jankos, but that's the tank right now. Look at how little damage he's actually taking. Wonder's around the side, but it looks like Trashy is going to be sacrificed for the good of the team. Che flashing forward. And everybody wants to not take this one. There is the Glacial Prison. The equalizer's down. Mickey X, it's going to channel on the entire team. The curtain call is open, but it was curtains for the Splyce support.
Low HP as well. Cassiopeia double Mountain Drake. on the side of H2K. They're going for their Wonder needs to be the big hero.
All right, that's the recipe to try and melt through the Baron. They're going to get the smite off. Wonder tries to get the Gnar, but he whiffs it, and now they're going to be able to cut through his health bar. Down he goes into Mini. Febivin takes down Senkux. Wonder is burning away. And Odo flashing forward, and that's a Narbecue.
The Cassiopeia is getting pretty damn fed as well, and
He's got 10 stacks still on that Dark Seal. All right, Trashy, that looked a little rough for him, but now it's still the Siege with double Mountain Drake with the Baron buff. Kabi had to flash away. Wonder, he might want to ready up that TP to try and save his base going back, as it were, but with the Baron-empowered minions, Splyce are going to let H2K march in, or are they? Mickey actually gets a two-man ultimate. They get a barrel to bop right back, but they're running out of damage. Senkux, that backline has been dove, and Jankos with the kill means that Splyce are running for the hills. Down goes inhibitor number 1, and at 33.5 minutes, this is looking like they're gonna close out. Curtain call, but Wonder trying for the flank. There's no Vel'Koz, there's no Gragas. There's no damage, it looks like. Mickey trying for the play, but he ends up giving his life in the end, and Kabi just trying to walk it out, nothing doing. And H2K shrug off the Gnar, just like they shrug off the rest of Splyce, and they will lock this one up, put a bow on game number 1, and forget about the playoffs, because this is the gauntlet, and H2K say, we want to go to Worlds. 1 game up.
have to kill Kabi as well in the end, of course, before actually winning the entire game. That last team fight, Jankos, as soon as he saw the ulti from Senkux, throws the Sejuani ulti straight on the Vel'Koz, stops all the damage, and then suddenly Splyce can't actually kill any of the squishy targets in the back, because you gotta keep in mind, Jhin cannot properly actually reach the back line if there's a few tanks right in front of him. And he can't really kill the tanks too effectively either unless he gets a lot of time. So all the damage against the squishies was on Senkux.